What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. What a crazy day for Solana. There's people blowing up my Telegram, being like, yo, my God, bro, Solana hit $60, $60, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I was buying Solana back at $250 and I thought it was like mind blowing. And I was like, man, this is going to change the world at $250. Then it came all the way back down to $10. Now we're back up to $6. So what a crazy day. Let me get my fat head out of the way here and we will jump right into the tokens today. So I'm over here on Morales Money. We've got the link to this is down in the description if you want to play with this. We've got RUNE up 21%, which is, I'm doing a little bit of research on this. RUNE is dope, apparently, and it's actually ThorChain. So that's a swap that can go from multiple blockchains, which is pretty dope. So I'm going to check that out more. When I learn that a little bit more, I'll go in depth on how that works. I haven't really been playing with bridging chains much except from like Binance to Solana, but when it comes from Bitcoin to ETH or something like that, that's crazy. So I think that's what they do. We'll get into that a little bit more. So if you hover over the green here, you see you've got Mana up a little bit. You got Cake. Cake is a swap. Dot making a little bit of a comeback. Sand, FTM. FTM. I don't know why I said that. It's Phantom. I don't know why I said FTM. What else we got? We got Curve over here. We got Crow over here. Some of these are on our watch list. Some of them are not. We got OKB here. Render's down a little bit. BNB's down a little bit. Neo is down a little bit. It looks like it's making a bit of a comeback, though. It's already had two major pumps. We're going to look into that a little bit more. And then we've got ApeCoin down a little bit as well. So overall, it's just kind of like 3-4% down, nothing crazy. And then RUNE just seems to be taking off today. So I had to add RUNE to the chart over here because, I mean, if you're looking at this, you got to be thinking, what is going on? You know what I mean? What is going on? So it does look like I have all my stuff off here. So it does look like we're coming into a bit of a resistance here, but I am no genius when it comes to this stuff. So it actually, it looks like we just kind of broke it, if I'm honest, but there is a bit of a range here. So what I could do is I could say in here, you see right in here, you've got, it's kind of sitting right in here. So there's a bit of a range here, right? So I would watch this and it looks like up around, $7 or something like that. It could kind of bounce out, maybe come back down. So we're going to lock this in the chart here. I'm going to lock this in and we're going to come back to it in a few days and just check it out and see what's going on with RUNE here. But it does look like it's breaking through this entire thing here. And this is on the weekly as well. So this is like on a very large time frame. This is coming back up, which is dope. So if we go to the daily, you can see there's a little bit more activity here. Let me just, if we're going down to the daily, let's shrink that. Let me unlock that and let's, it's still pretty good. You see it kind of touched over here, here, and here a little bit. It's never going to be perfect, which pisses me off but it's just never going to be perfect. Okay. You could even bring it down to here. Actually, that's probably where we're going to go because that touches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots there. So it really does look like we broke out quite a bit here. I'm saying we, like I own the friggin' token, but I don't. So I'm missing out on these gains. Check this out. It was up 500% or something like that, almost 600% since August. Like in what world can you get 6 times your money in 3 months? August, September, October, November. Yeah, 3 months. Crazy. Okay, so that's cool. Let's check out ETH because that's what we're here for today. ETH is doing similar stuff, man. Similar stuff. This is the daily. But what's crazy about ETH, okay, check this out. So there's like maybe a bit of resistance here. Like, I don't know if you see this right here, there's like a bit of a thing here, but really the next one's kind of up here, right? So where's that? This is at $82, right? So we just kind of came out of one and we're at the top of it. So I guess there's a bit of a resistance there, but not really. So right in here, man, I don't know. This just looks like from here to here, that's another 27% before it starts hitting any sort of resistance again. And I know it is hitting a bit of resistance over here, right? So something happened. But again, that was actually yesterday and we're back to bullish again. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Do your own research, but this is crazy. It does obviously look overbought on here. This is the RSI. I'm just using like very basic terms to talk about this stuff. I enjoy this. This is what I do. Hopefully you can find some things to use in your trading to maybe draw some lines. I like to try to draw straight lines and just see where those levels are. And it always seems to go back to those straight lines, which is crazy. So I have another watch list from ages ago, and I have some things here. This is, let me see here. Yeah. So look at this. So I drew this, I drew this purple line back here ages ago. Okay. So I drew that purple section here. This was like, I don't know. Must have been trading really small. I don't know why I have it so small there, but that line, this was December 20. And look, like that's when I drew that line. Okay. And I was trading and trying to draw breakouts and all kinds of stuff on Bybit, and it crashed out of that and came back up into this. And these, like at the time, these positions felt so massive, and really in the grand scheme of things, I mean, it wasn't even close, right? And then we get up here and we start moving, and it just breaks out of that and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And oh my God, and then all the way back down. And we think we're having another one, and then it just doesn't, and all the way down. But the craziest thing is, we touched that purple line again over here. We broke down below that green line, which I created back here as well. Okay. Because I'll tell you right now, I didn't add a single line. I did not add a single line since probably here. So it just sat here. There was a bit of resistance here, and then it rides on top of that line, and then it breaks through that line. And when we break through that line, it comes up through. That's blowing my mind that it still comes down and touches these levels here, years later. We're talking 3 years later, almost. 2 years, two and a half years later. How many years? How many years, Isaac? Let's do this. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Touching this line here. And again here, 962 days. So almost 3 years, man. I'm going to divide that by 3 and call it. So we've got Ethereum too. I think I had some Ethereum charts here. But these charts just don't make any sense. But you can see it almost came back down and hit that line again. Like it's crazy, man. So, and look, it just did the same thing. It touched this line, bounced off, came over, touched this line again, and bounced up. Man. So I got to go back and redraw these on a different thing here. But, with more data, you update your stuff, right? But it's just interesting to see how those lines can play again later on. I don't think that's the right one. Let's go to main. Here we go. So now if I were to draw some charts, right, I would look for something a little different here. And I would be doing it on a much longer time frame. So this right here, you can see just a rough area. $30,000 took a long time to break through. Right? Really took a long time to break through. And it wasn't just 30,000. Like you could do this and you could draw a bit of a range here, right? We just kind of ranged in this area forever. It was like, it kind of would just play around in here. You know what I mean? And it would touch and come back down and crash down and come back up and touch and think it was going through and come back down. So this range here from from 25 to 31. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like that is definitely a range that you can consider. Okay. It looks like there's a lot of activity there. There's a lot of buying there. And for months, right? Not even for months, for weeks, there was a lot of buying in that section there. We're talking almost, we're talking like 3/4 of a year buying in that section, right? Plus this, a lot of activity happening between that range there. And we are also looking at other trends here. So let's find some more trends here and see if we can spot some breakouts. That's interesting right there. That shape is interesting. You can kind of draw these wherever you want, but I try to draw them where it touches the line the most amount of times. And it did look like it was breaking out of there ages ago. You know what I mean? It came back under and then it just smashed that. Came up in here, hit this, and then we were kind of riding that down, which is interesting, but we're clearly on an uptrend here. If I were to just do this here, this is Bitcoin here, clearly on an uptrend in recent weeks, right? Since how long have we been on this uptrend? We're talking about a year now. Okay. We're talking about a year. So January, It really started taking off. And nobody believed it. Nobody believed it. They probably came back down here and everybody's like, no, we're going lower. We're going lower, but it's going up. It's going up. But you can see we're coming into some resistance in here. There's going to be a lot. I feel like this could take a second to push through, if I'm honest, but when that breaks through, man, this is going crazy. And then all of a sudden that looks like nothing. And Bitcoin is up here at 90 grand, 120 grand. Like, this is going to be so crazy because if you look at what happened, if you look at, let's do reset price scale here. Let's go back to months and let's just zoom out here. On the months, like, these shapes don't even make sense, right? On the monthly, this actually does make a little bit more sense now. So that makes me feel more comfortable, but maybe I can move this up a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to chart that downtrend. I'm going to get rid of that. That didn't make any sense. But you can see, like, look at that, was huge, right? It came back, this was $1,000 back in the day. And I'm sure people were freaking out thinking that was the pump. And, imagine being this person buying Bitcoin at $12 and it goes down to $2. And then you're like, oh my God, I lost all my money. And you sold Bitcoin way too early. And then all of a sudden that gets small. You know what I mean? Man, so I can't wait to see that on the Bitcoin chart. And if Bitcoin's like that, then Solana is going to be even crazier because Solana hasn't even really had that first, it doesn't even really have that history. We got to go to the daily just to get any history from Solana here, which is crazy. So pretty dope, that pumped a little bit, coming up, boom, crash, coming up, boom. All right. So Solana's looking really good. Again, we're coming up into some resistance here. There's probably some more resistance right up in here, around the 80. So I'm actually going to plug in a range here real quick, and then I'll update this chart. So let me, whoops, do that. And let's just add some ranges in here. So I know, okay, we're buying some stuff if it's in this range, right? Or maybe not. Anyways, I'm bullish on Solana anyway, so I'll keep that in here. ETH, let's check out ETH. ETH started popping off as well. Again, there's a lot going on in here, and it's more like just these ranges, it's just ranges. There's no definitive lines anywhere. I'd have to sit here for a while and figure this out, but you can see that range kind of goes back to that all-time high, and it comes down here as well. That's interesting. So you see how it touches? It kind of comes through and touches different areas. 1500 seemed to be pretty powerful for it. And here, okay, so we'll leave that range as well. We'll do that. Let's check out, the other day we were looking at CAS. I don't know what it is. Man, this is still skyrocketing, huh? Skyrocketing. We're on the daily, and since May 2023, it's up 700%, almost. Less now, actually, but 600%. That's crazy. I'm interested in this token as well. Let's check out Hunt. What is Hunt doing? Helium, sorry. Yeah, kind of, everything's kind of doing the same thing, but it does look like it's coming back. Alluvium. Man, aluminium's looking really, aluminium's, alluvium's looking really good, honestly. I don't see, like, the only other resistance that I'm seeing here is up in, like 100% gain from here, which is, I don't know, man, that's bullish to me. I'm big on gaming right now. So, Shrap, we did this the other day. That just launched the other day as well. So let's just check this out on the minute. Let's do the 30 minute. Here we go. So, interesting chart, to say the least. Interesting chart. So from here to the all-time high, which was botted out, that's about 100%. And so just today, it's up 14%, which is interesting. That's good. Do we have a bullish day today? Almost. That's okay. It's going. It's not enough for me to look at there. Link is skyrocketing, but everything, you see how everything's hitting, like, look at this line. It's just like it just hits a wall, and then it's going to range in there for a little while. It has to range in there for a little while because people want to buy it, and they don't know if they want to buy, but they kind of want to sell, and it's just going to range in here. So I'm going to drag this out and just see if I'm right. I'm just going to see if I'm right. Could be wrong though. We'll see. I kind of wanted to touch that. So it looks like it came up and in. There's going to be a range in there. We'll see. What else can we do? Chronos here. You're basically helping me build my charts today. That's what we're doing. Chronos' chart is really weird, huh? It's like a weird swoop. Didn't really come down and crash hard. It just kind of swooped back up again. So crazy. Okay. And again, let's just look at a really bullish green chart. Ah, so nice. So nice. Okay. Let's give you some news today. News like yesterday, kind of. This is funky. So if I click on this here, we've got breaking news from the Grayscale Trust Fund. The Solana Grayscale Trust Fund is trading at an implied price of $531. Okay. So, that's crazy because Solana is not $531. So I thought that was interesting, right? And if you go through some of the comments here, it's literally like, I don't know, 5 times the price, right? If we're at $60, 50 bucks, almost 10 times the price actually, which is crazy to me. So I don't know where that's going to go, but Sol share is 0.38. So maybe you can purchase, I got to look more into this, but this is just crazy. 216, 125. I don't know where they get the 531. I don't know where they get the 531. It's 125 is really what I'm seeing there. So 125. So it's like a 3x. So if you don't want to buy Solana, you could buy the Grayscale Trust fund, right? And get shares of Solana. And I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't want to buy Solana and only buy that, but it is what it is. Okay. Then we had another article that was this right here. So, oh yeah. So here we go. So if you haven't checked this out, this is pretty dope. So if you're a musician or something like that, right? Really just if you're a musician, if you're a rapper, a singer, a producer, engineer, whatever. Basically, this is an app where you can get paid. There's some pretty big names on here already as well, which is cool. But this is an app where you can get paid in the token to list your music. Like deadmau5 is on here, Skrillex, Zed, Kenny Beats is a huge producer. Diplo's on here. I'm sure you probably recognize some of these names, right? So that's pretty cool. The app itself, I don't know, man. Like I really love Spotify, and the app itself is just kind of not working for me. But it works, but I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. But the concept is cool. Like getting creators paid for the work that they're putting into the music is dope. So I'm going to show you that as well. I'm just trying to find some gems for you. That's all. I'm just trying to find some gems. So let's see look at this. It was at one point $3 and it's now at 18 cents. Okay. So we're going to add that to the watch list as well. And I know you're like, why on earth would you be buying? Let's do audio. Does that look good enough? Does that look like I have enough chart history here? Not really, huh? That does not look good enough. So let's try a different audio here. We got Kraken. Let's try these and see which one gives me more history. Oh, that one's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's crazy when it lists on exchanges, huh? It's like a completely different chart. So this is funky. Okay. So what happens is you earn this token. People can tip you in this token if they like your music and stuff. Let me see if I can pull up. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. I'd like to see if I can log into my own account and show you what happens inside that account. And you can see like the tipping and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it might have to be. One second. I'm logging in on my other screen here. You might have to speed this video up just to get through this part. Don't know why that's a flag right there, right? That the website doesn't load very quickly. Maybe that's why the price is so low. I think the concept is good though. That's all I'm saying. I think the concept is good. So let me unblock my ads. Here we go. Wow, that's crazy. The ad blocker would not allow that to happen. Let me just check to see if I share anything, if I'm going to get blasted from this. Okay. Yeah, like I haven't posted anything on here and I have 30 followers already on this thing. So here we go. Let me just move this over here. Here we go. You can go follow me over here. I also produce music on the side. But these aren't my songs. This is just me resharing like a dead mouse track on here, which is pretty dope. And then I can claim my rewards and I can also post. But the crazy thing is, and I believe, here we go, audio and rewards. Here we go. So buy audio and you can upload tracks. You earn audio for uploading tracks. So maybe I'll do that, right? You can invite friends. You can link verified accounts. Listening streak, you earn audio. So you can earn audio and then also give audio to other members. And this is the cool part here. So what's really dope is I found this when 10,000 audio was wicked expensive, right? So if we go here now, and we do 10,000 audio, right? So for $1,900, you could be the gold member, right? And if we do 19,000, you end up with a platinum member, right? But even so, like, I don't know, even just a silver membership is kind of dope, right? So what's that? Silver membership is $20, right? So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sign up and get the silver membership in an NFT collectible, right? And then just upload my music here and people share it and all that kind of stuff. And then they have contests and you can enter into the contests to win some of the contests. And then you earn rewards. You earn audio as the token and you could sell that on whatever blockchain you want. I don't know if I think it's Ethereum actually. It's not whatever blockchain you want. I'm just making shit up. It's Ethereum. So you can sell that on Ethereum. So you have to earn quite a bit because to trade that, might be kind of expensive, but excuse me. So, yeah, anyways, that is the news for today. I was working on some other stuff today, working on some client stuff today. So I didn't really have a time to do this. And I completely missed Solana hitting $60 again. And, man, like that is such a beautiful thing. What is that candle today? Let's see. It actually just switched over, didn't it? So that candle hits $64. Oh, so close. So close. I was so close to catching that live, but I just didn't catch it live. One more today. Let's check out Render, see where this is at. Render's up. Render's looking pretty good. I don't like when there's like data gone in the chart. So let me just do this. Yeah, that's up. Interesting pattern here. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. And last one would be Matic. And Matic has an interesting shape as well. You know, it doesn't seem to like crash like this one. You see how low Solana got and it came back up? You see Matic here. It's like, it didn't go all the way down, you know? And same thing with BNB. It just kind of shot up, and then it's just kind of doing some stuff over here, right? So if we can break through this area, BNB is going hyped up as well. But a lot of the tokens just kind of came down and they all look like that Bitcoin chart, you know, except for that one. What one was that? Is that Link? What was, oh, that's the new one. Yeah. Okay. Jeez, that's so high, huh? Let's do that. That's crazy. I would not buy that. I would let that thing come all the way back down to here, 60% off, or even just 30% off, you know, and I would be willing to make a loss. I am not buying on that sort of green candle there. I know it is red, but I don't know, man. That's too, like, look how big that weekly green candle is. Crazy. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the news today. Hopefully there's some more news over the weekend. Usually the weekends are kind of boring. But Soul pumped today. And I also found some cool things like that audio thing. And what else did I find today? The audio thing and, oh yeah, this Grayscale Trust, which is kind of crazy, right? That it's priced way higher than Sol. So that's bullish for Solana. And I'm always bullish for Solana. So if I can share anything with you, there you have it, right? Have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you're into this sort of shit. Talk to you soon.